Good morning everyone. Let us learn about norms. Normal or average performance of a group is called norms. Psychological testing norms can be average scores of individuals tested from a certain population set. They provide basis by which the scores or other individuals within a similar population set can be evaluated against. Norm referring is comparing examinees' test scores with the scores of specific group of examinees on the test. Conversion of raw scores into scaled scores, which is more interpretable, such as percentile or IQ scores. Norms are standard or range of values which represents the typical performance of a group or an individual against which comparisons can be made. Simply, scores on psychological tests are interpreted as norms. Norms are nothing but statistics used to develop derived scores based on norm reference testing. That is called NR. Types of norms. First one, ACE equivalent norms. Average performance of representative sample of a particular ACE level on the test. These are more suitable for abilities, traits which change along with the age. Example. Mental age of 6-year girl is calculated by collecting a sample of 6-year age girls' mental activities or abilities. Then the average cognitive function of that age is considered as age norms. Because most of the physical traits like weight, height and physiological traits and psychological traits like IQ and cognitive abilities shows systematic significant changes during the childhood and adolescence. So here the psychological traits are IQ and cognitive abilities, whereas the physical traits are weight and height. It should be clear. The age norms are best suited for knowing the abilities of elementary level education. So these are norms of individuals of a given chronological age. So weight, height, IQ, achievement, etc. This is about age equivalent norms. Coming to grade equivalent norms. Average performance of representative sample of a particular grade level on the test. Grade equivalent norms is a scale of measurement used to rate a student's progress in different academic areas in relation to other students. They are obtained by computing mean raw score of children in each grade. So, grade equivalent norms is average performance of representative sample of a certain age. Percentile norms. They are most popular in psychological research, which indicates relative position of a student or a person in a standardized sample on a specific measured behavior or trait. Percentile norms for a raw score indicates the percentage of standardization sample that falls below that raw score. Example, if Raja's raw score on IQ test is 40 and if the 10% of standardized sample scores less than 40, then Raja's rank is 10. Standard score norms. They are based on standard scores which are obtained by transforming raw scores according to some statistical rules. Example, G-scores and deviation IQ. They have fixed mean and SD. So, the G-score mean is 0 and SD is 1. They are commonly used to compare the performance of a person on different tests. Thus, it's clear and concluded that as raw scores alone cannot convey the entire meaning of performance of a student, so they should be compared with some standardized scores and repeated the values with comparison to others or relative to other. So the norm referencing is used to interpret the raw scores in the norm system. Thank you.